It didn't start with a gunshot. It started with a spreadsheet, a few lines of code, a stolen identity or two. And from there, it spiraled into one of the biggest financial heists in American history, not pulled off by a cartel or a Wall Street shark, but by a quiet man, hidden somewhere in Eastern Europe, armed with nothing but a laptop and a terrifying understanding of how to manipulate a broken system. His name? Imam Nakhmatulayev, now known as the ghost who stole $1 billion from the US government and never left a trace. This wasn't a one-day robbery, it was a long con, masterfully engineered. Over nearly 5 years, Nakhmatulayev and his team of 10 carefully built 30 fake medical companies in the US, all on paper, no offices, no employees. Just P.O. boxes, fake doctor signatures, and 1 million stolen identities purchased off the dark web for a few bucks each. And they didn't sell drugs. They didn't push opioids. No, they billed Medicare for items no one asked for. Glucose monitors, catheters, wheelchairs, expensive equipment that was never ordered, never delivered, and never used. The total amount billed? Over $10.6 billion. And they actually got paid more than $1 billion. Real U.S. taxpayer money, wired directly into their accounts. It gets even darker. They used real patient names, mostly elderly people who had no idea their identities had been stolen. Many had died years earlier. Their information lived on, feeding a criminal empire fueled by silence. And for years, no one noticed. The claims were approved, the payments cleared, and the team got rich. Villas in Cyprus, private jets, encrypted chats. Some say they even hired accountants in Dubai to help move the money through shell companies in the UAE, Cyprus, and the British Virgin Islands. But then, one tiny glitch cracked it open. In Texas, a Medicare auditor spotted something weird. A small clinic in a retirement village had billed for 800 glucose monitors in just 1 week, even though the village only had 70 residents. That single report triggered a federal red flag. The FBI, the Department of Justice, and cybercrime units jumped in. They followed the money, they uncovered the shell companies, and finally, they uncovered the names. June 2025. The feds dropped the bomb. 11 suspects indicted. Nakhmatulayev named the mastermind. But here's the twist. By the time the indictment was unsealed, he was already gone. International warrants were issued, but the trail was cold. No known address, no official documents. Even his passport vanished. It was as if he never existed. And then, another bombshell. One of the shell companies in the scam was traced to a former Goldman Sachs employee, raising questions no one wants to answer. Did Wall Street help launder the money? Was this just a bunch of hackers, or something deeper? The damage was done, and the truth is chilling. This wasn't just a glitch in the system. This was a blueprint, and now every U.S. agency is asking the same question. If one man could rob the U.S. for $1 billion with nothing but a laptop, who's next? Because while this story ends with frozen bank accounts and a manhunt, the next one might already be in motion. If this blew your mind, hit subscribe for more real crime stories that sound too wild to be true, but are. Drop a comment below. Do you think Nakhmatulayev is gone for good? Or just waiting for round 2?